What is going on, guys? This is Pyonic here. Welcome back for another video. Today I'm just going to be showing you how to install Call of Duty Online, the free Chinese Call of Duty to play with Cyborg zombies and stuff. As you can see, I've got my game up and running and everything is fine and dandy. Now, you've probably come over from the previous video installation tutorial, which is now outdated. I want you to check in the description just before you start watching this, as this one may also be outdated. It probably isn't, but just check there just in case. There's no link at the top of the description. This one is currently working and everything is fine and dandy for you guys. Before we start, I'd really appreciate it if you guys could hit the like button, as this is taking me quite some time to make, and it is my second time making this tutorial. But I do appreciate you guys watching, and please subscribe if you're new. Thank you for all the support, and yeah, let's jump right into this tutorial. Click on link 1 in the description, and it should bring you to this page here. So the first thing you want to do is fill out your email. It's basically creating a QQ account, which you need to play the game. You're going to need a valid email address, so make sure that the tick is there and you have access to that email account once you've created it. Nicknames doesn't really matter, as it's not your in-game nickname, so it doesn't really matter whatever you put there. Password, just put anything you remember as normal. Male or female, doesn't really matter as well. Make sure you're over 18 in this bit here. It doesn't really matter what date it is. Now this gets a little bit confusing here. Try put wherever you live. So I live in the United Kingdom, so I'd put the United Kingdom. However, for this tutorial, I'm going to put it as China because sometimes it asks for a mobile verification, which I'm going to need to show you guys. So put where you live. Don't put China because that's just going to screw things over. So put where you live, and hopefully you won't be asked to put a mobile verification in. Put in this little verification code and hit the sign up button. Now, hopefully, oh, it hasn't asked me. Okay, well, anyway, sometimes it will ask you for like a mobile verification. You're going to need to put in your mobile number. Don't worry, it's totally free. It'll send you a code, and you can just type in the code below. If you need any help, then leave the comment in the comment section, and I will be glad to help you guys. Next off, what you're going to do is come into your email account. Click the email that you should have just received from this. If you haven't received this, then check your spam folder. It might be there. If not, then you've probably done your email wrong. So go back and do that first step again. Alright, you're going to get this email through here, and you will have an activation link looking just like this one. Click that link and it should take you to, come on now, it should take you to a page where it says your number. Here you go, this is what it's going to look like. So your account activation is now complete. You want to copy this number. This is a very important number. So copy that and put it into like a notepad or something and save it. You're going to need that number forever onwards. That's basically your login number. So keep that safe, that one there. And let's get right on to the next step of the tutorial. Next, what you want to do is click on the second link in the description. You're going to want to click this little button here. It may automatically ask you to log in, but if it doesn't, click that button there, and you're going to need to type in the QQ number you've just been given. So that's mine there. This box here is your password. It may ask you to put in a verification thing. What the hell? Is that even a B? I can't even read this box. All right, and then this is the login button. So click that one. It should load for a little bit, and then log in. If you have any issues logging in and clicking any of the buttons on screen, then what you're going to want to do is just try to switch web browser. It may just be an issue. If not, then just let me know in the comment section. I'll try to help you guys out. Okay, now, scroll down a little bit on the page. It may have changed like a tiny bit, but if there isn't an updated tutorial, then it's pretty much very similar. You're going to want to click on this one over here in the far right-hand corner. I don't think it really matters, but just to be safe, click on the right-hand corner one. Then click this big red juicy button right here, and it should load for a little bit. And then this box will come up. It may translate it, or it might not for you. We don't really know. No, it's not going to translate it. But if this box has come up, then you're good to go. You can either click this button here in the description, no, when the box comes up, and it should take you to this page, or you click the third link in the description, which will also take you to the same page. If you're not logged in, then click the login button here. If you are, then it should all be fine and dandy. Come down here. This page probably will be the same looking. It may be a little bit different. If it is, just find out what's going on. It should be pretty similar, as I said in the previous step. Click this red button here and select. Right, these are basically two servers. You get exactly the same connection on both servers, so it really doesn't matter which one you choose. I'm on the Netcom server, and just so you don't get confused, I suggest you click Netcom server. So click the Netcom one, this button here. If it's not translated, it's going to look a bit like that. So it's got like two little X's in. And then click this button here. Now once you've done that, it will say congratulations, your account is successfully activated, and it will look like that. That means that you are good to go and play Call of Duty Online. Just a few more steps, we'll get right into them now, and hopefully everything will go fine and dandy for you guys. Okay, so the next step you're going to want to do is to download the actual game. So it'll bring you, if you click on the fourth link in the description, it's going to bring you to this page here. We'll just, why is it translate? What's going on here? Alright, so this is what it's going to look like untranslated. Pretty confusing, all this Chinese. You want to come down and click on this button here. It's 5.7 gigabyte for the full game and 2.8 for the micro version or something like that. You don't really want that version, so go with the full 5.7 gigabyte. Click this red one in the middle here. Once you click it, it should start a download. There we go. That's like basically the launcher. It'll put that. It depends. It goes to your download folder. That's where it's going to be. So yeah, once that's finished downloading, come on already. It's freaking tiny. You want to open it up. Click the run button. You may want to run that as an administrator if you're not already. And I should be able to steal a bit from the old tutorial for this. So hopefully it's all good and it will work. Alright, this is where you're going to want to download the game to. If you make a folder now, then it'll just be simpler when you get into the later stages. So I've already made my folder. Oh no, wait, no I haven't, I lie. Where's it gone? Wait, it should be here. There it is. Call of Duty Online. Okay, so basically, make your folder wherever you want to install the game to. I've just got mine under C Games and then Call of Duty Online. Click this button here. And then it should start downloading. This is going to take quite some time because it is 4.7 gigabyte. That button's to pause it if you really want to. I wouldn't suggest fiddling with anything because it might break it. Wait for this to complete. It could take quite some time depending on your internet. And I'll be here with the next step in a second. Okay, so once the game is finished downloading, it may take a little while because it's kind of glitchy and stuff like that, but once it's finally finished downloading, it doesn't seem to prompt you anymore to run the installer. It just comes up, it's just like 100%, so once it's 100%, there may be like a little message underneath. Don't worry, that means it has completed. You're going to want to find the location that you saved your download files to. You should have 4 files looking just like this. This one here is going to be the one you want to launch, so double click on that, and that should bring you to the installer, which hopefully is going to work. Click next. I agree. It really glitches out on this bit. You can't untick these, so you're going to have to click next. Right, and then this is the point where you need the folder to like install it. Why is it under 1.12? This is where the game's going to go, so this is going to cause basically an extreme mess if you put it on your desktop. I would not advise doing that. But you're going to want to put it in here, and then, wait, if I can I make a new, damn it! Oh, I can, yes, okay. Alright, version, wait, what version is it? So you're probably going to want to save it as the version that it is. So I'm just going to do v1.2.1.16 because that's the version this download is. So there we go. Save it in there in a nice place so you know where it all is together. Click the install button and just wait for this to complete. This is also going to take quite some time, so just leave it. Well, it's not going to take ages, but it's going to take a little while. So I'll be back in a sec with the next step. Once the game is finished installing, you want to find the location you installed it to. It may prompt you to open the game, so if it does, then go ahead and launch it. Or if not, then find the location that you've downloaded the game to, or installed the game to. It should basically look like this inside your folder. You might have a desktop shortcut, will make things a little easier. If you don't, just make one from this file here. It's called COD Online. MP client, whatever that is. So basically this is going to be a launcher. Well, it's not really a launcher, but it works as a launcher. Now, double click on that. Sometimes, well, actually a lot of people are getting this error message. It will load down here and then it'll take a little while, nothing will happen, and then there'll be an error message appear on your screen, which we should see any second right now. Come on already, you stupid critter. It's not behind it, is it? Nope, it's not. So there'll be like a little error message pop up on your screen. Now, it does seem to happen only on Windows 8, even though I'm not on Windows. I don't know, it just seems to happen all the time. I don't think it's... Oh, there it is. Sneaky little ninja. Alright, so this is what's going to pop up sometimes. It starts with E, and it's called 10VF, and then 3/4. Click the question mark, it'll take you to a massive error page. So you're going to be like, what the hell is going on right now? Don't worry, this is easily fixable. As you're going to see, where you've installed it to, it'll probably create like a folder with some Chinese letters in. As you can see, one stage back, mine's got the, got some Chinese letters in. It may be 2 stages back. What you want to do is rename this folder so it has no Chinese letters in at all. Make sure all of the previous folders prior to where the game is installed doesn't have any Chinese letters in, because that's going to confuse where the game's launching. Then you should theoretically be able to click the launcher. It'll load once again up in the bottom right hand corner of your screen, but this time it should actually load up. Here you go. Now, sometimes if your game is outdated, it's gonna need like a update. These are very glitchy and temperamental. However, once they do finally finish installing, it'll all be good and it should appear like this. You may need to close your game and reopen it once the update is complete. So once your game is updated and you've got a screen that's looking exactly the same as this one, or a tiny bit different unless the game things change, but it should look like this. As long as you've got a login box and a password thing, type your QQ number which you got earlier into this little box here. You can copy and paste that, and this bottom one here is going to be your password. You can tick both these boxes. One is meant to be save password, but it doesn't save your password because it doesn't work. But it does save your QQ numbers, so you don't have to type it in every time. Log in, and it should. You're almost there, people. Don't you worry. You're almost got it. Now, you're going to be greeted with a box that looks like this. This is normal. Don't worry about it. This is basically your ID. Now, things get a little bit glitchy around here. What you're going to want to do is click on the 5th link in the description, and it should open a page looking just like this one. You may have to agree to the terms and services of the web page. Click I agree, and then it should bring you to this little thing here of Chinese ID. Click the refresh button a few times. Right, now this is going to be a little glitchy. This is where most people get stuck, but don't worry, I have an alternative. You can't do this. You want to drag and drop your first thing, ID. This is going to go in the second box down here. And now you're going to want to drag and drop the name. You can copy and paste it, which is really irritating. So you want to do that, and then click, doesn't matter where you live, basically. And then click this orange button here. Now, see, this is what I'm talking about. You get errors all the time. So if you get a little message like here, and you're wondering what the hell's going on, this means that it hasn't worked. For most people, it will work, but if it doesn't work, I'm going to show you another way to get around it just right now. Okay, so the previous step didn't work. What you're going to want to do is click on the 6th link in the description. It'll bring you to this page here. If you're not already logged in, click this blue button here, and it will prompt you to log in. Put your QQ number at the top one, password in the bottom, log in real quick, and it should take you to a page looking just like this here. I don't want to say my password, nope, and I'm going to untranslate a few people. This first box is going to be a name. It doesn't need to be a Chinese name for some reason. Just type in whatever your name is. The second box here is the ID. You're going to want to come over to your ID generator, click the refresh button a few times, and copy and paste, oh dear, what have I clicked? No, copy and paste that number into this box here. If you get a little red error message here, then you're going to need to just refresh a few times and choose a different number, as that may be invalid. It doesn't really matter where you live, so whatever, and then click this left button here. It'll load for a little bit, and then it should, if we're all working fine and dandy here, my internet's pretty slow, so this could take a while. Here we go. So that has completed your ID generator bit. And everything is good. This is totally illegal, so don't worry about you doing anything illegal here. No, it's fine. This is an ID generator. It's not actually stealing someone else's ID. It's all okay. So that's basically finished your ID generator. Okay, so once you've completed that step or filled in your ID generator, you want to come back to this thing, log in. It'll load for a little bit. You'll no longer get that little box pop up, which is annoying. And you'll be greeted with 2 servers here. Now, if you followed my instruction earlier and clicked on the netcom, then this is going to be the top server here. You need to click on this blue box here and then log in. If you chose telecom, avoiding my instructions, then it's going to be the bottom one here. Doesn't really matter, they're exactly the same. If they're grayed out, then it means the servers are currently down for maintenance. They will be up shortly, but you're just going to have to wait it out. Click the log on button, and it will launch your game. Okay, so once you've launched your game, it should come up with a little Activision loading screen, and then this box should pop up here. If you've done it correctly, this box will pop up first. If you haven't done it correctly, then you get a little black error message in the middle with an exclamation mark in. You'll be able to click a little button, and it'll close the game. If this is the case, then what you're going to want to do is go back to link 2 and 3 and redo those steps as you have not done it correctly. Now, this box here is basically just your game attack. So you're not going to be able to change this at all, so make sure it's something you like. For test purposes, just going to put in Pyonic 2. This isn't actually my real game tag. My real game tag is just Pyonic, so feel free to add me if you want. I've got a tutorial on how to do that and how to change your settings. Click this button here. It'll load for a little bit. Now, you may get an error message here. This either means that your game tag has already been taken, or sometimes you're not allowed to have certain letter combinations and it doesn't allow you to have it. So just change it up if it doesn't work the first time. This is your keyboard layout. You just want to keep it the same. Click next. It's going to continue loading, and I'm not sure if that's it. It should be it. I'm not entirely sure. But as I said, I got a full playlist which explains all the basics, how to change your graphics settings, how to add people. Yeah, there you go. So once everything's fine, it will load the first mission. It's not really like a campaign mission. It's kind of like a tutorial training mission. You'll go through 3 of these. It'll be very laggy, this first one. I don't know why it's so laggy, but it's just ridiculously laggy. So there you go. It's complete. Call of Duty Online is now working. You better play with your friends. Stuff like that. Play the campaign, play multiplayer, play Cyborg Zombies. Thank you for watching, people who have enjoyed this video. Hit the like button if you did, and I will see you guys in the future. Goodbye.